I'm Corine. I'm from Coatman, Vancouver. I'm a kinesiologist. And today we're going to go through a Pilates-style mobility routine. We're going to start on a standing position with some standing exercises. And then we're going to go down to the ground and do a bit of leg and glute work. So if you're ready, let's get started. We're just going to be about hip width apart with our feet in just a strong position, standing tall. You're going to draw in and have a tall posture. And we're going to have our arms out to the front with our hands together. And then you're going to inhale. And then you're going to exhale, kind of draw along your arm and then rotate to the side. Try and keep your hips forward so it's just your upper body rotating. Then we're going to come back. And then we're going to inhale. And it's sort of like a bow and arrow as you rotate. And then we're going to come up. So inhale to go out and around. And then exhale to come forward. Again, inhale, rotate, and then come forward. Great. So now what you're going to do is you're going to integrate that rotation with a step out to the side. So you're going to step out to the side, and then you're going to rotate. And then come forward, bring it back to center, and then you're going to step to the other side and rotate. And bring it back to center, come to the middle, and then step it out to the side like a side lunge, and rotate. So at the side lunge, you want to make sure that you're stepping out, and then you bend your butt back behind you, almost like you're sitting in a chair. And then go to the other side. Nice exhale as you rotate. And then back to the other side. Good. 2 more. And the other side. Good. So next we're going to go into a shoulder mobility exercise. So with this one you really want to keep the ribs down towards the hips. You don't want any flaring at the ribs. So you're going to have one hand up, the other hand down. And you're going to inhale and you do a little pulse. So reaching as far as you can upwards and as far as you can downwards. And you're going to pulse the arms, so behind you. So you're going to go exhale, exhale, and then switch and go inhale, inhale. So exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. And then next what we're going to do is you're going to stand a bit wider with the legs. You're going to exhale, exhale, and then you're going to bend and touch your opposite toe, and then come back up. And then you're going to switch, and then you're going to exhale, tap down. Inhale, come up, nice and tall, switch the hands, and then you're going to touch the other toe. So standing up nice and tall when you come up, switch the arms, keep reaching, and exhale down. So inhale, inhale, switch, and exhale down. And then coming back up, switching, and then exhale down. Good job. And then we can stand for a rest. So from here, you're going to start one hand down, and then the other hand behind your head. So what you're going to do is you're going to reach over the top with an exhale, so side bend. And then you're going to come back, bring both arms to your head, and then you're going to exhale, exhale, rotate. So we're going to stay on the same side, so you're reaching the arm down your leg as you reach over and make a side bend, coming back up and behind your head, and then you're going to exhale, exhale. So again, side bend as you go down, back to the center with your hands behind you, and then rotate, rotate. Good. And then you're going to do the other side. So you're going to have the other arm by your side, reaching down the leg as you side bend, coming back to the center, hands behind your head, and then you're twisting twice, coming back to center. So again, reaching down your side, coming back up, and then double sideways. One more, reaching, side bend, back to the center, and then twist. Good. So we're going to start with a few more rotations. We'll stay on the same side this time. So as you bend to the side, we're going to rotate. So again, side, rotate, side step, rotate, step, rotate, step, rotate, and step, rotate. Good. We'll do the other side. So about 6 on each side. So side step, rotate, side step, rotate, side step, rotate. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then exhale. I think there's one more, if I'm counting right. And rotate. Great, good job. And we'll go into the shoulder mobility. So standing nice and tall, ribs down, core engaged. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Keep lifting tall and reaching tall. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. And then again, inhale, inhale, and then reaching to the opposite toe. And then switch to the opposite toe. Exhale, exhale, switch, and to the other toe. One more time on each side. Reaching and twisting. A nice stretch down. Good job. And then now we're going to have our arm by our side. One up to the top, one down to the bottom. You're going to side bend as you slide down. Coming back to the center, hands behind your head. Double twist to the side. You can try the other side, side bend. And behind your head, double twist. And back off to the other side. Reaching as you side bend, back to center. Double twist. And one more time on this side. Back to center. Good job. Alright, so next we're going to come down onto the ground. Laying on your back. Rolling down, keep the chin tucked. And then from here you're going to have your knees together. You're going to have your arms out to the side. We're just going to let the legs fall side to side. So you can inhale as you go to one side. Try and keep both shoulders on the ground. And then slowly with your lower abdominals, draw your legs back to the center. So you just want to keep your belly button drawn in for this. And as you come back to the center, try and peel your back onto the mat. You can hold it for a bit longer on one side if you like. But just kind of moving through this and breathing as you go. Great. And then when you get to the middle, bring your arms out by your side. And then you're going to just peel your hips up to the ceiling. Squeezing your butt cheeks, really dig into the mat with your heels. And then from here, you're going to draw your ribs down towards your hips. Squeeze the butt cheek a little bit more, hips nice and high, chin to chest. And then you're going to exhale. Try and place one vertebrae at a time back down onto the mat. Great. And then from here you can let one leg out, the other one's into the chest. Just to the outside of the rib cage, holding that there. You can push your knee into your hand and hold that if you'd like. Just breathe here for 3 breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good job. And then you can bring your leg over. So you're in that spinal twist. Try and bring your knee as close to the ground as you can. If you're really tight, it might not work. Keep the other leg straight. And if you want to wrap the foot around the back of the knee, you can. And just try and look the opposite direction towards your other hand. And that should be a nice chest stretch as well. Just a couple nice breaths here. Good, and when you're ready, coming back to center, do a quick little bridge, just to realign the hips. And we'll straighten the other leg out and bring the other knee into the chest, just to the outside of the rib cage. And just breathe in here. that knee over. You can have the other arm out. You can look towards that hand. Try and bring the knee down as close as you can to the ground. If you want to interlace the foot behind the leg, you can. Just breathing here. Good job. So from here, you're going to roll up to a seated position. You can reach your hands towards your feet and try and keep the chest forward. We're just going to walk our hips backwards towards the other side of the mat. Good. And then from here, you can just bring your feet into butterfly. Just butterfly the legs. Sitting up nice and tall, belly button in. And then from here, you're just going to bring your foot over the other leg with your other leg straight. Hug your knee, sitting up nice and tall. And then you're going to rotate behind you. So inhale and then exhale to rotate. And then we're going to bring it over to the other side. So hugging the knee in, sitting up tall, inhale and then exhale to rotate. Good job. So coming on to all fours, we'll do 2 quick cat stretches. So pushing away from the mat, arching the back up. So make the belly button drawn up and push away from the mat and try and look at your belly button. Then coming back down to center, we'll do that one more time. So pushing away from the mat, drawing the low back, the mid back up. Looking at your belly button. And then coming back down. Next, you can wrap your hand around the back of your head. We're just going to do like a funky chicken movement where you're going to look at your elbow and try and bring your elbow up to the ceiling. And then back down towards the other arm. So we'll do 3 on this side. Try and exhale as you bring your elbow up. And then we'll do 3 on the other side. So keep pushing away from the mat with the hand that's down. And that will keep your upper body nice and strong. Big exhale to come up, and then back down. Good. And then from there you can push up to a downward dog position. Try and push away with the mat with your arms straight. Get your heels down towards the ground as much as you can. You can just walk the legs. Good, and then you can bend the knees, look towards the hands, and step one foot out to the outside of the hand. I've got my right foot out. And then you can rotate towards that leg. Place that hand back down, and then you can rotate the other arm up. Good, and then we're going back to our downward dog position. Bend the knees, look at the hands, and then we're going to step to the other side. Rotate towards that leg, and then rotate towards the other side. Good. And then you're going to go back to your downward dog position. Bend the knees one more time. This time you're going to step the right foot and the left foot, and then you can stand up and face me. Legs nice and wide, and then you're just going to go side to side with the legs just to do a quick hip mobilization. So you can either have your hands on your hips, or if you want a bit more, you can reach opposite toe to opposite hand. Good, and then standing back up, we're just going to do lunges to the front for 6. So front step, lunge, front step, lunge. Good job. And then standing there, you can bend one knee down. You can use a pillow if you need some more padding under that knee. And you're just going to push the hand up, and then reach forward. Pushing up, reaching forward. One more time on this side. Good job. And then we're going to do the other side. So switching legs, pushing the palm up, and then reaching forward, straighten the leg. Reaching up, reaching forward. And last one. Good job. Excellent. So from there you can come into a plank position. So if you're off your knees, this is what the plank position looks like. So you make sure your hips aren't too far down or too far up. You just want to feel it mostly in your core as opposed to your back. So draw the navel up, and what you're going to do, you can also be on your knees for this if you need to, but you're just going to bring one leg up, squeezing the butt cheek, and then from here you're going to bring the knee towards the opposite elbow, and then back. Lift it up slightly and go to the other elbow, and back, and we'll do one more time on each side. So bringing the knee to the elbow, leg back up, knee to elbow, leg back up. Good, so you can come down for a rest if you need to. If not, back to your plank position. Keep clawing the mat with your hands just so that it's not too hard on your wrists. And then the other leg now comes up. And then you're going to bring the knee to the elbow and back. Knee to the other elbow, back up. And then one more time, knee to elbow, back up. Other knee to elbow, back up. Good job. From there, we'll go on to our back. And we're just going to start with some abdominal work. So you're going to interlace your hands behind your head. And from here, we're going to draw the navel in. And you're just going to bring your ribs towards your hips. So you're using your abdominals to lift up, bringing the shoulders off the mat, ribs to hips, and then back down. So inhale, and then exhale to come up. So you're not lifting with your hands, you're using your abdominals to lift up. The chin can be slightly tucked here so that you're not straining the neck. I like to look at where the wall is touching the ceiling, and that's a good position for my neck. And then just holding it at the top slightly, and then slowly coming back down. 2 more. Good job. Okay, so the next one, with the hands interlaced behind the head, you're going to have your legs in tabletop. We're going to crunch up, and you're going to tap down and back down. So crunching up, tapping down, bring it back, and come down. So crunching up, tap down the foot, and back down. Crunching up, tap the foot down, and come up. Crunching up, tap the foot down, and back down. Alright, so next time we're going to go across. So when you crunch up, you're going to bring the knee to the elbow and back. So again, crunching up and over and back. So you can have a modified version if the tabletop's too hard. You can just be bringing the leg up this way. So if you want the more challenging version, we can just crunch up and over. And we'll do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good job. So next what we're going to do is you're going to have your arm out into a T. So you can either have the knees bent or you can have the legs straight. So you're going to inhale to one side and then exhale back to center. Inhale to the other side, keep both shoulder blades on the ground, and exhale back to center. So again, inhale to the side, and then exhale back to center. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, really use those lower abdominals to draw the legs back to the center, and then exhale. And then we'll do one more time on each side. So inhale, exhale back, last one, and then back. And then you can relax the legs down and arms by your side. Good job. Okay, next you're going to be on your back. You're going to have your feet together. You can be a bit more on your tiptoes if you want to with your heels off the ground. Interlace your hands behind your head, and from here, keeping the navel drawn in, you're going to crunch up, bring the ribs towards the hips, and then back down. So exhale up, inhale down. So inhale up, exhale up, inhale down. And you're going to be looking with your gaze towards the ceiling, and the ribs are just going down towards your hips to lift your body. So try not to strain the neck. So really try and reach the shoulders off and get more height through the chest. We'll do a few more here. And then one more. Great. So from here, bring your legs to the side. Keep your chest the way where it is. And then we're just going to do 5 crunches here. 1, and back down. 2, and down. 3, and down. And 4, and last one. Great. And then back to center. And then twisting to the other side. Keep the upper body towards the center as you crunch up, but the lower body is twisted sideways. 2, and 3, and 4. And the last one, and 5. Good job. So square your body back to the center, arms out to the side, palms up. You're going to bring your legs up to a straight leg position. So if you needed to bend your knees during this, you could. But what we want to do is we're going to bring our leg to the side with an inhale, and then exhale back to center. So again, over to the other side, and then back to center. So inhale and exhale. So you might find with straight legs, you'll have to reduce the range. Whereas with bent legs, you might be able to get a further range out to the side. So you want to make sure that the shoulders are staying on the ground and the shoulder blades are squeezed together. And you're using your lower abdominals to bring you back to center. So we'll use those lower abdominals to bring the legs back in. So next what we're going to do is we're going to make it like a corkscrew. So you're going to inhale, and then you're going to go down and around and back to the middle. So inhale, down and around and back to center. So inhale, down and around, back to center. So just do within the range that you can control with your lower abdominals. You don't want to be going too far away from you where your shoulders and everything can't maintain contact with the mat. So inhale, exhale, Tilly's in the window, inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, exhale, and then inhale, and then exhale. Good job. And then back to center, you can have a rest. Next, we're going to flip onto our front. So we're going to go onto a forearm plank. So you're going to have the elbows underneath your shoulders, and you're going to extend the legs behind you. Have the toes tucked. So try and be in a firm plank here where you're pushing away from the mat. Try not to sink the hips, and try not to have it too high of a pike yet. So in this position here, you're using your core brace. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to pike the hips up. So you're going to bring your ears almost past your arms, if you can. And then you're going to rotate back to the starting position. So exhale to come up. And then rotate back to your plank. Good job. And we'll do 2 more. And we'll do 1 more. And then back down. Bend the knees and we'll flip back onto our back. So we'll lay back down. So this time your hands behind your head. Legs straight up to the ceiling. We're going to make a V with our legs. So our heels are together but our toes are apart. So you're going to crunch up. And then you're going to bend the knees. And then you're going to press them back up toward the ceiling. So inhale. And then exhale. So this will sort of work the inner thighs. If you want more of a challenge, you can put your legs out on a diagonal. This will be a bit more of a challenge. So just pick the level that's best for you. And you just want to keep up in the crunch for that extra challenge. Till you know. And up. And down. So we're going to go for 10 of these. I think we're at 6, 7, 8. So really try and draw the inner thighs together when you get to the straight leg. 9. And last one. Good. And had a little bonus one there. And then back down for a rest. Good job. So we've got 10. We'll do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So next, coming up with your legs straight, we're going to point the toes and then flex. Point the toes and flex. If you want more of a challenge, you can have them out on a 45-degree angle. We're just going to do 10 pointing and flexing. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So next we'll go back to our plank on our elbows. So in our plank position, coming up to our pike. So again, strong with the core. Try not to sag the hips. Then we're going to pike up and then back to your plank. Piking up, back, 3, and back, and 4, and back, and we'll do 2 more. And last one. Hold it there, and nice and slow to come down. So from there, drop down to your stomach. You can put your hands by your forehead. So with this, you're going to glue your hands to your forehead. Keep your toes on the mat. Lower abdominals engaged, drawn up. So you're going to inhale the heart off the mat, squeeze the butt cheeks, and then back down. So inhale, and then exhale. So inhale, and then exhale, and we'll do 1 more. Inhale, and then exhale. So this time when you come up, you're going to release the hands and bring them down by your side, and then bring them back, and then come back down. So inhale, legs, arms go back behind you, and then replace, and then back down. Inhale, exhale, and back. So really keep the feet touching the mat, and keep the legs squeezing together as you draw back, and really squeeze your butt cheeks. And then back up. And we'll do 1 more after this. Good job. You can come down. From here, you're going to reach the arms in front of you, straight arms. You're going to squeeze one butt cheek and lift the leg, but keep the hip bones touching, and have the opposite arm come up. And back down. Next, squeeze the other leg, butt cheek, and then keep the hips on the ground. We're just going to keep alternating like this in our Superman. It's really important to keep the belly button drawn up and keep the hip bones touching the ground, and just use the glute squeeze to raise the legs slightly off the ground. So we'll do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can push yourself up and sit back towards your heels and have a nice little rest in this position here. Just a couple breaths. Alright, so next you're going to be lying on your side for this. So have your shoulders, hips, and ankles all in one line. You can bring your feet slightly forward on the mat, and then from here you're going to bend the knee, keeping the hip rolled forward. So try and keep your hand there to prevent it from coming up. You're going to bring the leg up and then come back down. So bringing it up and back down. So you're really using those side glutes to lift the knee up. So it's like your clamshell. So you can exhale to come up, inhale to come down. keep your belly button drawn in. Just have your shoulders relaxed so they're not clenched towards your ears. And just breathing naturally here. Good. So the next one, you're going to bring the knee down. You're going to flex your toes, and then you're going to kick backwards with the leg. So this other leg can be bent if you need it, just for some balance. Or you can have the hand in front of you. So you're pushing out behind you on a 45-degree angle. And then when you come forward, you're going to kick. And then you're going to tap down for 2. And then bring back. Extend behind you. Bring the knee back. Kick forward. Down. Twice. And then bend. And then you're going to kick back behind you. Bring it back, kick, bring it down, tap twice, and then bend, and then pressing back. So really press back with the heel, and then kick forward, tap down, and then bend, and then kick back behind you with your heel. Last one. 1, 2, up. So it should be pretty tired now. And then just kick back. Good job. We'll switch sides. So first is the clams. Just find hips, knees, ankles all in one line. Arm can be in front of you. Bring the bottom leg slightly forward. And then you're going to bend that knee. So from here, try and have the hand on your hip to keep the hip rolled forward. And then we're just going to come up into our clam. So what you don't want is your hips to roll back with your leg. So keep the belly button drawn in. So you can exhale as you come up and inhale down. Good. So only do a range that you can control without the hip rolling backwards. So everybody will have a different range depending on the strength of their hip. So keep breathing here. Last couple. Last one. Good job. So this time when you come back, you're going to kick behind you. So you can bend that bottom leg if you need to and have your hand out. And then you're going to bend back and then kick forward. Double tap. And then bend back and then kick behind you on a 45-degree angle. Bend back, kick forward, tap down twice, bend, and then shoot back behind you, kick with the heel, bend back, kick forward, tap down, and then kick back, and then forward, tap, tap, almost there. So pushing back, and then kicking forward. So if you wanted an extra challenge, you could tap a few more times. We're just going to tap twice today. Tapping. Almost there, you got about 3 more. Tap. 2. Tap. And the last one. Good job. All right, so we can do a bit of a glute stretch. So you can cross the leg over, and then you can either push down on the knee here to stretch the glute, or if you want a bit more, you can bring the leg up and hold on to the back of the leg. So just breathing here. And then we can also change sides. So again, you can push down on the knee, and if that's enough, or else if you want a bit more, you can hold on to the back of the leg. Excellent job. Coming up to sitting, you can spread the legs out slightly and then reach forward as much as you can. And then from here you can bend one elbow and you can reach over sideways and try and reach towards your toe. Or if not, you can just look up towards the ceiling. You should feel that in your low back, in your QL muscle. Just breathing here. And then we're going to go on to the other side. So reaching up and over. If you're really flexible, you can reach down towards your toes, or else just look up towards the ceiling with that chest rotation. You should feel that in the low back. Good job. And then we'll just do a quick hug in with the leg, reach, looking up, and then behind you. Breathing here. And then we'll go on to the other side. Pushing up and over. Good job. So we'll do a few hip circles with our legs. So if you're on all fours, you're just going to draw the knee up and around. We'll do 4 in one direction. And we'll do 4 in the other direction. Good job. And you can have the leg come out to the side. You can just go forward and back. Good for your groin. And then you can sit back onto the heel and just rotate upwards with the toes. And then we'll go on to the other side. So you got 4 circles with your knee in one direction. And we'll do 4 in the other direction. And then I'll just go to the side so you can see. And then out with your foot on the ground and just going back and forth. And then you're going to rotate the toe up and down. Good. And then last but not least, we got our runner's calf stretch. So in your plank position, just put one foot over your other ankle and then just stretching that calf out. Bring the heel down just until you feel a nice stretch on the calf. Doesn't have to be too intense. Just hold that there for a few breaths. And good, we'll go to the other side. And you're done. Thanks for joining.